Hello, I'm Kinika Young with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Our mission is to cure blood cancers and improve the quality of life for patients and their families. Today, we're talking about medical debt and what you can do to protect yourself and assert your rights. If you're struggling with medical debt, you're not alone. This issue affects millions of Americans, including people who have health insurance. Also, medical bills can be confusing and inaccurate. It isn't uncommon for people to be billed for amounts that should have been paid by their insurance plan or to be billed more than once for the same service. Some bills might include charges that are not valid. Before a medical debt is sent to collections, here are a few steps you should consider. First, when you receive a medical bill, you should review it closely. See if it matches the explanation of benefits that your insurance plan sends you. If the amount the provider says you owe is higher than you expected, talk with someone at your insurance plan to figure out if the plan covered everything that it should have. Second, you should speak with your healthcare provider to make sure the services you're being charged for are in fact services you received. You can ask for a detailed list of charges and look closely to make sure things like procedures, medications, and dates are all correct. Third, if you determine that the bill is accurate but you cannot afford to pay it, you can speak with the billing department of the hospital or doctor's office to discuss your options. Some providers offer financial assistance programs that allow eligible patients to pay a reduced amount, or they may offer payment plans where you can make payments over time until the bill is paid off. If possible, try to work out a payment plan with your provider rather than using a credit card to pay the bill in full, even credit cards that the provider might offer in their office. This is because certain protections like lower interest rates or exemptions from wage garnishments and bank executions may not apply to a credit card debt. This might feel overwhelming, but LLS has a medical debt case management program that can help you with all of the steps outlined above before a debt has been sent to collections. If your medical bill has been sent to collections, you still have rights, and there are steps you can take to avoid financial ruin and minimize stress. First, don't ignore the calls or letters you receive from a debt collector. This may be challenging because you may not have ever heard of the entity that is contacting you. The debt collector is often a third-party company that the provider hires to collect the debt, or that may have purchased the debt from the provider. In either case, the debt collector is required to identify itself and provide you with the necessary information to determine if the debt is yours. Second, you can request information to make sure the amount of the debt is accurate. Federal law prohibits debt collectors from collecting a debt that isn't valid. Keep in mind that after a provider sends a debt to collections, they may have added fees to the balance, making the amount higher than what you originally owed. That's another reason you should try to work with the provider before the bill is sent to collections. Third, you can negotiate the amount you owe. The healthcare provider or the debt collector may be willing to lower the amount. Fourth, you can ask for a payment plan. Oftentimes, debt collectors are willing to take payments over time and avoid the additional expense of going to court. There's a federal law that protects people in every state called the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This law makes it illegal for debt collectors to use unfair or deceptive practices in collecting or attempting to collect a debt and requires certain conduct that is meant to protect consumers. Some states have laws that adopt the federal law or go further to give more protections to consumers. If you're being harassed or abused, or a debt collector insists that you owe a debt that you do not owe, you can seek legal assistance. A lawyer in your state may be able to help you protect your rights and sue the debt collector if they have violated state or federal laws. Please visit the link below for more information, and thank you for watching.